Merry Christmas, my name is Jared and I'm out winter camping today. Christmas was 2 days ago and it's been raining and snowing since. It's 1 o'clock right now and temperatures are dropping quickly. I did not bring a tent or a sleeping bag, so I need to build a shelter that's gonna keep me dry and a fire that's gonna last all night long to keep me warm. I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna start hiking around and see if I can't find a spot to set up camp. I guess they're running a BOGO deal today. Buy one, get one. I'm standing as wide as I can on top of this tree as I'm bucking it. 1, to stay balanced, and 2, so I don't miss and hit my leg. This is the most dangerous thing out here. It's not mountain lions, it's not bears, it's not wolves, it's the axe or my knife. If you couldn't tell, a good chunk of this tree is rotten and wet. It's not ideal. This was a dead standing tree. I was hoping it would be dry, but it's been raining for the last 2 or 3 days, so everything is just wet. I'm gonna have to find something drier than this. All I'm trying to do now is get some dry kindling so I can start my fire. The inside of the wood is gonna be the driest, so I'm shaving off small pieces. You could also make some feather sticks. I am not good at that, but I have enough to go ahead and start this. I'm also gonna be using some fat wood that I brought with me as my tinder. This stuff is full of pine resin and it's very flammable. I've got a big fire going. I'm gonna burn off as much of the snow as I can. I'm gonna be sleeping here tonight. I'm gonna build a small lean-to shelter. I'm trying to keep it small and tight so that I can conserve as much heat as possible, and then I don't have to gather as much material either. I'm having a quick protein bar, and then I've got about an hour and a half left of light to gather everything that I need before it gets too dark. Score. I'll be able to use bark like this as shingles on my lean-to shelter to insulate it and keep it waterproof. And I think it goes without saying that these trees are all dead. Every tree that I cut down is dead. The bark that I'm pulling off any trees, it's gonna be a dead tree too. It's 5:30 and it's getting dark quick. I've gathered a bunch of material for my shelter. That way I don't have to go wandering around in the dark. I've made some mental notes of some dead standing trees in case I need more firewood. I'm gonna gather a few more things and I'm gonna start working on that shelter and decorating. It is the Christmas camp out after all. The wind has been blowing hard all day. I'm getting smoked out in my shelter. It keeps swirling, so it'll switch up. So I'm just gonna put a wall right here. It'll act as a heat reflecting wall, and it'll also, hopefully, stop the smoke from going in my shelter. Right now I'm just making some stakes so that I can pound these into the ground and build a wall up. All right, this shelter is nowhere near perfect. Luckily, it's too cold to rain. If I had more energy, I'd probably go find more bark and put more shingles on there. but I think this will probably do for the night. I got the heat reflector wall up. It's doing an all right job at being a windbreak as well. I'm gonna add one more log to the top of that just to make it about 2.5, 3 feet tall. I'm exhausted, it's 9 o'clock. I've been working for the last like 8 or 9 hours. I haven't eaten anything besides a protein bar. So I'm gonna start working on dinner. I'm doing lamb chops, broccoli with sweet potatoes. Kind of a Christmas meal, I think. I ended up taking down the wall. I'm gonna move it about 1 foot or 2 closer. A lot of extra work. Good thing this isn't a survival situation. Yeah. Measure once, cry twice. What's that say? Measure once, cut once. You know what I'm saying. Oh, the smoke is killing me. Let that cool down just a little bit. Broccoli's good. Sweet potato's good. All right, lamb chop. Merry Christmas. Holy smokes, that's good. I don't really eat lamb chops that often. I've never made them before either. That's really good. They're very tender. Wow. This just feels like a camp meal. Eating meat with your hands. It'd be a Christmas miracle if the wind stops. Excellent. People in my last video were commenting that I should make bread, so I'm gonna be making some Outdoor Boys bread in the morning. I don't have any butter, but I do have honey and some fruit. And I got some flour and yeast in this bag. I'm just adding a little bit of water now, mix it up, and then I should have some dough in the morning. I'll have to sleep with this tonight so that I can stay warm and the dough can rise. All right, got a little dough ball in there. We'll let this sit overnight. It's time to start decorating. All right, moment of truth. Aww. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Merry Christmas. That's awesome. I would do this even if it wasn't Christmas. This is cool. Look at my tree. A little Christmas tree. That's why I picked this spot. I was gonna camp about 20, 30 yards over there. But there was a tall widowmaker that was creaking in the wind, and there wasn't really a good Christmas tree. And then I walked right past this one, and it's ideal. I don't have to cut anything down. I'll take the lights off tomorrow when I leave, and he'll get to keep growing. I've got some smaller lights I'm gonna throw up. Now we're talking. In the Christmas spirit, baby. It's 11:30 right now. I'm gonna cut down one more tree so I have enough firewood. I just wanna be extra cautious. And then I'm gonna set up my bed because I'm getting tired. And I can't forget to leave out the milk and cookies. I've got some hot water that I'm gonna keep with me while I'm sleeping tonight. I wasn't able to find any rocks. Last shelter that I built, I was able to put hot rocks underneath my logs. They're just hard to find in this area. There's not many and they're mostly covered by snow. I'm nice and cozy right now. I'm gonna get my bed set up so I can go to bed. I like to tuck the end in by my feet so they don't slip out at night. I don't want my tootsies to get cold. All right, here's a tour of my super cozy, comfortable bed. Got logs underneath, thin pad, silver side up, thanks to the people that told me to do that. Apparently when it's cold, you want the silver side up because it reflects more heat. I got a wool blanket and a fleece sleeping bag liner. It's the same setup that I had in my last video. I'm really liking the wool. If it snows at all tonight and it melts and I get wet, wool retains up to 70 to 80% of its heat when it's wet still. I've got a pillow, a ball of dough, and my extra layers. I'm gonna throw on 2 new pairs of wool socks. I've got these down booties. I'm gonna put on merino wool long johns, sweatpants, and then these pants over top. And then up top, I'll probably just wear this and that jacket. I've got a puffy if I get cold, but I didn't need to use it last time. The outside temperature is 27 degrees and dropping. We'll see what it is inside here. The last thing I have to do is to set out milk and cookies for Santa. I just hope he comes tonight. All right, people, it's getting late. It's like 2 a.m. I'm exhausted. I've been breathing in smoke all day. My voice sounds a little bit deeper, a little bit more manly. But I'm gonna go to bed. See y'all tomorrow in the morning. Well, I slept about as good as you'd expect to sleep on a bed of logs. Not good. It wasn't a bad night, just didn't get great sleep. Had to wake up a few times to stoke the fire. Took a while to fall back asleep. It's 18 degrees right now, and last night it got down to 15. Right now it's about 40 in here. I've been inhaling this smoke for way too long. I sound like a man. Duluth Trading Co. I'm sissy boy. He came. And he left a note and a present. You're 2 days late. The cookies were stale. Try again next year, Santa? What is that supposed to mean? Huh. That's weird. I wonder what this is. Is that a lump of coal? And it's still steaming. Huh. Bummer. All right, let's get some breakfast going. Got my dough here, and it's ready to be made into bread. A little bit of coffee. Flatbread's done.
Looks really good. Splash of Santa's milk. Sounds terrible. Some frozen honey. Some fresh bread, honey, and strawberry. I think I might have just did something here. This is really good. You know it's cold when where my dad's at. Let me know how you pack these up and hang them up every year without going crazy. Come on. Come on. Go back to your home. Come on. Did it. I'm gonna go hit Grandma's oxygen tank after the amount of smoke that I breathed in for the last 24 hours. Anyways, that was a great little Christmas themed overnighter. I'm gonna start hiking back to my truck. Merry Christmas everyone, happy holidays, and I hope you have a great new year. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.